What's up, guys? Running Back Nation, what is good, man? No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. You know the drill, man. Just did the Sixers post-game live after the Sixers wrapped it. The Sixers closed the series with the Raptors up in Toronto. Amazing win, phenomenal. Weird having the, Sixers playoff game at the same time as the Eagles draft. Shout out to everybody that came through the stream. It's kind of annoying for me because I didn't really get to do an Eagles stream or talk about the draft or what happened in the draft. Look. The Philadelphia Eagles traded the last first-round pick that they had in a blockbuster trade for A.J. Brown, the Tennessee Titans star wide receiver. Man, I have so many thoughts on this. First of all, the Philadelphia Eagles had 3 first-round picks. I assumed Howie Roseman was going to trade one of them or 2 of them, but I thought that if he traded any of them, I thought he was going to trade them for higher draft picks next season, which is a higher quarterback, a better quarterback draft class, okay? Because at the end of the day, I believe in my soul that the Eagles are still searching for a franchise quarterback. Howie traded the one a couple weeks ago to get some picks in next year's draft, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. It's a good trade. I would have liked him to go linebacker safety at the top of this draft, but, it is what it is. I'm not going to say no to a stud defensive tackle, especially with Fletcher Cox on his way out, the end of his career. Brandon Graham retiring. I get it. The Philadelphia Eagles have lived and died on defensive tackles. We always have a forceful, fearful defensive line every season. We live on it. I get it. Howie Roseman loves him some defensive line. So I'm not mad at that pick at all. I think that kid's going to be a stud. It is what it is that high in the draft, especially trading up 2 spots to get him. And then they trade what pick was it, 18, 19? They trade that pick plus pick number 100, I believe, for A.J. Brown. And here's what I have to say about that. Look. Putting A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith together is a stud wide receiver duo. Stud wide receiver duo. I mean, Devonta Smith is an absolute stud himself. Magic hands. Toe drags across the sideline in the back corner of the end zone. The kid's a freaking magician when it comes to route running, precision, ball tracking, catching with his hands, all that. A.J. Brown, another absolute stud at only 24 years old. 2 1,000-yard seasons. You got 2 studs now. So I'm not mad at that either. Trust me. I love having 2 stud wide receivers on my football team. But here's what I want to say. Jalen Hurts. There's no excuses this year, man. Jalen. There's no excuses this year, man. I've already been off the Jalen Hurts train. It is what it is. But I'm not a hater. I would love for him to prove me wrong. Jalen Hurts, it's time to put up or shut up this season. You know what I mean? I mean, your passing ability, your deep ball, your accuracy, your timing, your running from clean pockets, it hasn't been good. Your whole college career and now 2 years in the pros. It hasn't been good. And I know you were working with Tom Brady this offseason. I know you're working hard to try to be a better passer. I personally think some people have it, some people don't. He's a great kid. He's a hard worker. I don't think he's going to be a great quarterback. But the Philadelphia Eagles just gave you another stud wide receiver. Now you don't have to worry about bum-ass Jalen Reagor out there running around, jogging down the sideline, running weak routes, not getting open. You don't have to worry about no J.J. Arcega-Whiteside being on the field. You don't have to worry about throwing the ball to G League MVP Greg Ward Jr. Practice squad Greg Ward Jr. I know G League is the NBA. It was a joke. So the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman gave you what you need now. Now it's time to put up or shut up. That's all I'm going to say about Jalen Hurts. It's time to put up or shut up. Another thing that this makes me think is, what's Howie Roseman's actual plan here? Because I wasn't under the impression that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie really believe in Jalen Hurts. I was under the impression that their main goal is probably to get a quarterback in next year's draft. But this works for both scenarios. Whether you believe in Jalen Hurts or you think we need to draft a quarterback in next year's draft, this works for both scenarios. This wide receiver duo, you can't go wrong. That's going to be my main takeaway from what just happened. You can't go wrong with having those two wide receivers together. You can't. That can never be a bad thing. Pairing Devonta Smith with A.J. Brown can't be a bad thing. It does two things as far as I'm concerned. If you believe in Jalen Hurts, or you want to give Jalen Hurts another shot, or you want to give Jalen Hurts everything he needs to possibly succeed, you did it by giving him another stud wide receiver. You did it. You also want Jalen Hurts to be able to prove himself. You have now put together an offense that has some serious weapons on it, and you're going to find out whether Jalen Hurts is the man or not this upcoming NFL season. Also this, if he's not the man, if you go through this season and you look and you see and you decide, you know what, that's it. We gave him another shot. We gave him another season. We gave him more weapons. He's just not the dude. You still have next year's draft. You still have the picks that you traded for in next year's draft. And now if you draft a quarterback in next year's draft, he gets to walk into a system with two stud wide receivers and that offensive line. And how he's rebuilding the defensive line. Now in the second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, I want to see some damn linebackers, Howie. I want to see some linebackers. Howie Roseman, I want to see some linebackers. I want to see a safety. I want to see a corner. All those things aside, stop neglecting that secondary, because for years now, our main weakness has been that linebacking core and our secondary, and I'm ready for you to improve that somehow, some way. Steve Nelson's gone. You got the linebacker from the Cardinals. I like that, but he's getting up there. He's 30 years old. You did get the young linebacker from San Diego, though. I like that. We'll see how Howie Roseman does the rest of the draft. But that's my take on the A.J. Brown thing and the Eagles draft so far. And you know what I mean, man. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to be jumping back into some Eagles content as we get closer to football season. We're going to be at post-game live after every Sixers-Miami Heat game in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Pretty sure myself and RB have come to an agreement that we're going to do Eagles post-game lives together. That's going to be dope. Hit the subscribe button, man. Peace.